So the very first thing I'm going to do is I just want to ask you your name. What's your name?
My name Tonne Nicole Shows Ransom.
Say it one more time and make sure people hear that last name.
My last name is Ransom. Everybody already know who I am. Tonne.
All right.
My daddy is Dwayne Ransom. Sam from Sailor.
All right. Appreciate that. All right, so listen, me and you had a deep conversation yesterday. You got to keep your head up so people can see you. I know you probably shy and stuff.
All right, come on.
Yeah, so I just...
air it up.
Right, so we had a deep conversation, and you're very passionate about stopping the violence.
Yeah.
What's going on in the community right now?
More or less, to me, I'm 41. It looked like more 15-year-olds, 16, 17-year-old boys and girls is getting murdered. They calling the 43rd District Death Valley. Every day, whoever got Citizen App, y'all know what I'm saying. Every day we looking at it, and like it got to be a change. It has to stop. The shit, excuse me, that looks sickening. Like, I'm not trying to not see the kids that's 15 years old not turn 41 like me. So, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I called you yesterday. And
right. Well, one of the things that's so important, though, is that, as you just said, your last name is Ransom. The Ransom brothers, I want to say your dad, but his brother as well, pretty much started the other side of Normandy. You know what I mean? That side with, with the West Side Crips, Mike and Concepcion.
My Uncle Joe.
Okay,
he
Joe.
He first generation from UG.
Okay. And then your dad is who?
Uncle, my daddy is Sam from Sailor. My other uncle is Devo, Andre Ransom, rest in peace.
Right.
And my other uncle is Kevin Sylvester from UG.
Right. So imagine that. So this is family, but Normandy separates this family.
Yeah.
And even you, yourself, grew up on the other side of Normandy. So, or I don't even know what side you was on, because that's right down the street. That ain't other side of Normandy. No, that's just down the street. So
I'm from off 102nd. I grew up over there. That's where I'm from. I'm like the first girl from out the Budlongs, the queen over there. Everybody know that, and that's what it is. Yeah, my daddy is who he is. Yeah, my uncles is who they is, but I'm who I am, and I'm speaking up for the shit that's happening behind me. I already seen, like, the shit that happened before me, but everything happening behind me, like, it's too much. Like, that shit ain't cool. When I grew up, I did not take Percocets. I did not, like, dibble in cocaine. I did not dibble in crystal, anything like that. Everybody know me. I like to drink alcohol, and I smoke weed. But all that other shit, and that shit not cool. Like, it's several things that's going on in our community that I know for sure that my daddy, them, and everybody above me, they wasn't doing that until the 80s. To like the late 80s, the early 80s. As a teenager growing up, it was a disgrace to do illicit drugs. And everybody know what I mean by that. So.
Yep. So do you think that has anything to do with these young dudes out here still shooting and pushing this line? They 19, 22, 23 years old. Do you think that the drugs are doing it?
It wasn't extremely heavily based upon, that's mind-altering shit that a motherfucker do when you put them drugs in your system. So just imagine you doing Percocet, lean, Xanax, and snorter line of coke. What you think? Like, that enhances whatever mood you in, and that's why these kids is doing dumb shit. Because y'all really getting caught, and then on top of that, y'all, more times than not, this just the recently shit. Y'all getting y'all man, because y'all haven't been. Like, y'all been killing innocent bystanders. And on top of that, y'all go so for broke that y'all will shoot somebody with a baby. And I don't care. Yeah, he from the other side or whatever, but he was a black man with a child. And y'all got at him with his baby. I know this. I'm 41. I got put on the night of the riots. My big homies got cracking at the Western Surplus. That's what made me turn 10 dudes. But since everybody keep asking, since y'all want to know, I thought that was the hardest shit at that time. Because my mama did take me living.
Well, let me ask this question, too. How much time did your father do in prison?
He went to jail, like, in 1982. So I was probably, like, 2 or 3 years old. My father did not get out of jail until
What? Hold on.
30-some years. More than 30. He did more than 32 years.
Okay,
He
so
didn't get out of jail till I was like 35.
okay, so think about this. Then, how were you raised without a father? What type of time could y'all spend together? Did you go down there? What?
Believe it or not, before I started getting in trouble and going to jail, my mom used to take me to men's central jail, and she used to go to churches and get chicken, and the police actually let me give him some chicken before. So
Is that right?
he had, like, my daddy had, like, pulled in the county. I know this.
Okay.
Especially now that I'm older, I know that because I touched him before when he was fighting that case.
All
So,
right.
yeah. But I always talked to him. I never got to see him because I started going to jail, like, when I was 12.
Yeah, but there's something that you told me yesterday, and I think about Ray Ray, which is Raymond Washington's daughter. She never got a phone call. She didn't get to give her daddy chicken, but you said you was raised.
From the penitentiary through the phone.
Say that again.
Yeah, he raised me from. I always been in contact with him. My grandmother, she would let him call our phone, run up the phone bill, and everything that I needed to know about the streets, he told me that.
Right.
Yeah. He raised me from the penitentiary.
That's very powerful. So then think about this. Okay, so you get involved. It's 92. Now you out here. You acting a fool yourself. Tell me the differences between 92 and 2000, and what can we do now? If there was somebody who was talking to you in 1992, what would they be able to say to you? Because if you could think about that, then what can we say to these youngsters right now in 2000?
I mean, look at me. And all the kids in the streets know me. I'm the homegirl that been in jail y'all whole life. This the longest y'all ever seen me is 4 years. Because I've been in jail since I was 12 years old. Do you want to be me? I got 3 kids, and my mama raised my kids in Texas because of the lifestyle that I chose to live. Do you want to have all these prison trips under your belt? That's all I'm saying. Do you want to be in jail? Like, for real, do you want to be 40? Because I just got it, like, what, 2-3 years ago. So, do you want to be 39, 40, like, with 4 prison numbers? Like, no, I don't think so. Want the police to do you the way they did me? No, I don't. Gotta give them some real, like, you kids need to know the truth. Like, the other day when the little boy got killed, I watched that was your first death? That's your first death and you acting like that. Okay, you can't handle it.
Right. So think about this, man. But these kids are looking up to somebody. And I know from going into the women's prison, there's a young girl come out your area, Naka. Straight gangster, right? When I told some dudes from Hoover Street that I was working with her and I was going to try to help her come home, they was like, man, please no. That girl, daylight time, would come over there, right, and do whatever she did. So do you think that not just Naka, but other young ladies is looking like, well, shit, I want my turn. I want my shot at it?
I mean, that's where it fall in on me and the women in my generation and a little bit older than me. We showed them wrong, and now it's our turn to stand up and show them right. God be willing, they gonna bring Naka home, and she not gonna be the same person that she was, because she a grown woman when she come home this time. She was a little girl when she went in there. That's the part we trying to catch. We need to catch them when they was her age when she went in there. That's what I'm saying. We can't just let them go to they 15, 16. We're gonna have to start with them when they 9, 10, 11.
Right.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
So what we gonna do together, all of us? What if you the leader and you can gather everybody together and now everybody's watching? We sitting in a room and you about to talk. What you gonna say to us? How you gonna get us together and how we gonna make it stop?
I'm kind of a little unorthodox, so I'm gonna need the elders to help me fine tune this. But far as I'm concerned, it's time to vigilante up on the kids. If they see some real people, like names, when they drop your name, when they drop my daddy name, when they drop Hawk name, when they drop Big Whack name, and they see that Big Whack ain't saying I love you, he's saying like, nigga, you gotta go. And excuse me for saying nigga, young man, I want better for you. When you see some real strong black men and women in our community stand up against these kids, I truly and honestly feel time's gonna change. It's gonna change. But it's gonna take the elders of the community to stand up and be ready to fight for what y'all taught us was wrong. I'm sorry to say it. I'm 41. I fall up under like 3rd, 4th generation. I'm 41 years. I'm saying the elders, everybody before me, y'all dropped the ball. So it's time. I'm asking everybody to stand up and let's take the streets back. Because as a kid, though, that's how I was able to maneuver on each corner. Because I could. It was still safe. I can go on each side of the street. Go from 102nd, cross over when I get to Normandy, sneak across the street, walk all the way till I get to the 5, turn, say hi to Mr. Smith on the corner, listen to him say something about my daddy, go all the way down the street, see Treva, see Lele, see all the people.
They go Treva right there. My bad. Okay.
See all the people and then go right across the street and go to my cousin Ty's house. Little Casper from Salo, play with his sister and go up and down the street. My uncle lived in the New Jacks on 107 in Bellon. I ran all corners as a little kid. But
wait,
now,
y'all got some buildings called the New Jacks?
They did. The Hoovers did. They was called New Jack City.
Hey, why we got some New Jacks over there off of Adams
New
too?
Jack Cities too.
Everybody got New Jacks in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, so that's a childhood. What I just heard from you is a childhood.
As a grown lady, right now I'm a grown lady and I still go wherever I want to. Right now. Because I don't think like that. My mind ain't think. My mind have thought like that. But the scales are off my eyes and I don't see no future in that. Right. I have 4 grandchildren, 1 grandson, and 4 granddaughters. I want my grandkids to marry black men and women. Sorry, I'm not disrespectful.
Nah, but tell me why that's important.
Because of my race, I'm black. I'm an African American woman. My race already been through so much. Our race have been through so much already. We are our own worst enemy right now. We are our own worst enemy. I hate to say it. I have a part in it. I done threw up some shit. I done did some shit. I'm not proud of it. That is why I'm ready to stand up and say what we gonna do. And the only thing I'm saying, not meet violence with violence, but be stronger than y'all. I know for sure that if all the OGs come up out of retirement, and I'm not saying to go kill nobody, but stand up and watch and see what's gonna happen.
Okay, so let me tell you what I heard. I can't tell you what you said, but I can tell you what I heard. Mm-hmm. I heard that people my age and your daddy's age got to go back to the parks, to the block, to the 5, on the Deuce, all them streets, and say, hey, you embarrassing us. Get out with tennis shoes on in case they want to trip and say, I ain't going to let you do this in our name no more. Absolutely. This is over with. You ain't going across that street. You ain't shooting nothing. It's over with. I'm telling you it's over with. And if I hear you the one over there, we're going to get down.
You're done.
Okay, so that's the key. Because what I could do, and I've done it before, is I line them up and I could fight them. But then there's always one who got a little strength and all that. So I look at my OG homies. I look at my homies. Hold on a second. I look at the homies my age. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't care how big you are. Because I got the older dudes, the OGs with me. So it ain't going to happen. And I look and the OGs say, hey, let them go, Skipp. Let them do what they doing. And then I think, I think to myself, like, damn, I don't care about taking an ass whooping, but if the dudes my age are saying, hey man, step back, Skipp, let them do what they do, then how do we deal with
that?
These are not the ones we want with us. These are not the ones that I'm asking to come to this table.
But how do we push?
You get your ass out the way
and get to them.
Listen, I'm sorry to say it, you already know me. Get your ass out the way before we do something to you.
But look, what I'm telling you.
You are in the way of a movement that's so strong that needs to go on. You have to move out the way. We have to get our people back proud. We have to get our little girls and our little boys back proud to be able to say, when I see a woman crossing the street, I'm going to help her. When I see a man struggling, I'm going to help him. Us as black people, we've been there before. Everybody has, if it start from LA, if they see LA doing it, everybody else gonna fall in line. Everybody else gonna fall in line. All it's gonna take is for us to start now. And everybody else gonna fall in line. Believe that. Believe that. Those of whoever is Christians, whatever your religion, pray to whoever you believe in this to right now. This is what I'm asking of my people. No difference, no difference. The same way I was turned up in the streets doing my shit, I'm for real about this shit right now. My little cousin damn near died the other night. Made me fall out, pass out, all this shit. It's over. Like, I don't want to see that shit. My other cousin, he went to our cousin's house to sell fucking fireworks and got killed in somebody else's hood. I still ain't got over that shit with Trayvon. Like, you feel me? That shit is stupid. If I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you. I'm not looking at nothing else. And that's what these kids, that's what I'm saying about the mutation, the fucking gangbanging. Like, if I had a problem, I'm going to go handle that. These kids is doing this shit, all this.
Oh, yeah.
You look.
Is they doing like this?
So you got to
now.
get the fuck out the way. Because that's not how it was taught to us.
Right. So
that's not how it was
but
taught.
look, so I had a valid point, and I heard Treva say the same thing when we're outnumbered though. See, I'm telling you about a real situation where I was standing on Adams in Congress, and the youngsters came back happy and proud, high-fiving, and I wouldn't give them a high five. I'm like, man, I ain't happy y'all did that. And they started looking at me crazy. I said, I don't care how many of y'all look at me crazy. I turned around because I had my OGs with me. And they whispered to me, hey, Skipp, you wrong, homie. If we cry. But I'm out. What I'm telling you is I'm outnumbered. I'm telling you it's about 6 or 7 behind me.
And y'all 6 or 7 plus 6 or 7 more. My daddy, fucking Big Hawk, Big Whack, and all of that. Them motherfucking kids don't want to see no shit because they don't know that. They see a figment of their imagination. Some of them motherfuckers ain't never even had a chance to touch Big Whack. You get what I'm saying? You know him in passing. You see him on the internet. Your peoples too. They don't know you. So once that's them. Yeah.
But
y'all got to go.
Now see, this is the thing about that.
Okay, go ahead. I just got your voice. Yep.
This is the thing about that. When you go out there to them streets and you do that, and like Skipp was saying, you might be the one that's standing up. Then you look behind you, you gonna have your OGs like, go on, let them do their thing. It can't be just you by yourself standing up, pushing this movement.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing.
How
do we organize all on one?
I'm trying to ask everybody, can they bring 2 or 3 people to the table?
We have to become the majority is all I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to get. 2 or 3, that's why I called you to ask you, do you have some 2 or 3 from everywhere? I'm not talking to the kids or nobody in my generation. I want to speak to everybody, my own self. I don't want to hear no naysayer. If anybody in that motherfucker talking about, oh, we can't, get your ass out straight like that.
Right.
I don't want you here. Right. I need everybody in here saying, yes, Ty Young, what I'm saying, what you're saying, we agree. So when I call you, when it's you over here and the other 3, bye, we don't need y'all because we got somebody else on the line to pull up.
I got you.
Make a pure commitment to life, to better our generation.
Damn,
to
say that again.
Make a pure commitment to better our life as a black race. Stop committing this community genocide. If you somebody that can help, yes, when I put the date together and I get come. But if you anybody in there to stand up to tell me, but I don't need you there. I'm dead serious. I want serious soldiers. Just how all them old people, 1972s, and y'all prime, was out there turned up. I'm going to need y'all to, one more. I know y'all got one more in y'all. I know y'all do. I know y'all do. I know y'all can pull one more out your ass. Yeah. And it's for the betterment of y'all grandkids.
Because it's our grandkids.
Because y'all got grandkids. Do you want your grandson to be walking to school and the motherfucker sweating him or he get killed because the other motherfuckers over here don't know what to do? So, yeah.
All right. That was perfect. Thank you for that. Say your name one more time.
My name is Tonne Ransom.
And do you have an Instagram or something if people want to start following you? You ain't got none of that? All right.
To be followed on that Instagram.
I don't be followed. You gonna lead the movement from the back where can't nobody see you? I'm gonna
do. All right,
Nah, you ain't gotta give. You don't want to.
I have Facebook with my name. Tonne Ransom is my Facebook.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you for the interview.
Okay.
So